So Matt, welcome to Forest Green Rovers, a club you know well because of your brother. How much of an influence did he have on you coming here?
Yeah, he definitely had an influence. I've obviously come to watch them pre-season before I left to go to India, and then I obviously followed him when I got back, and gutted not to see the boys get promoted. Trained with them for 3 weeks as well, so really got to work closely with the manager. I thought he was fantastic, and it's like a massive draw for me to come and work with him, really. And like I say, yeah, my brother's my best mate, so perfect to get to come to work with your best mate. That's it's not bad.
So it's a nice relationship you've got with your brother. Is it competitive at all?
No, not really. No, just friends, and obviously want each other to do well. And next season, if we both do well and the club does well, so yeah, that's a win-win.
And you were saying just when you're talking to the press just now that it's funny you've followed similar career paths, haven't you, with the teams you played for?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we both started off at Southampton. He came to Reading just after me. He came to Doncaster just after me. So we've met each other this time. So I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously he's had a fantastic season last year and finished captain and scored in a playoff semi-final. And yeah, extremely proud of what he's gone on to do in his career. And fingers crossed, working together now, we can get a promotion and push the club onto, what would be president,
Yeah,
platform
the next level as well,
yeah,
isn't it?
Definitely.
And for yourself then, going right back to Southampton days, it's one of the best places possible to start your career, would you say?
Yeah, I think so. You look at it now, and you get the big speech when you go into football. One of you will make it in this room, and you look at that room, and there's definitely more than one of us that made it. We got a fantastic 2 or 3 years coming through the academy, in particular, and obviously my little brother came after that. No, it's a fantastic setup. The living quarters, the training ground, the coaching we got, the grounding we got as human beings. It was a great. I couldn't think of a better place to start off.
And your career took you to Manchester City and the chance to play Premier League football. Obviously injuries hampered that period, but how was that, and making your Premier League debut, what was that like? Yeah,
obviously the opportunity to go to Man City was too big to turn down, as much as it was hard to leave Southampton because it was kind of all up that I knew. To move up to Manchester at 19 on my own was difficult, brought challenges, but at the same time, I had some fantastic experiences, played with some unbelievable players. Obviously managed to make my debut against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, which will always be a memory that I can have. And no, it was good. Unfortunately, I wasn't probably good enough to make the grade, especially when the big financial backing came in and started buying players from all over the world. It was difficult, but it was a great experience, and like I say, one that I look back on fondly.
And we've just done your quick fire questions, and some of the names you dropped in there: Didier Drogba, Fernando Torres. Like, you worked with Sven-Göran Eriksson on 2 occasions. Just what was he like as a manager?
First of all, I wasn't name dropping. They were answers to questions. Let's just state that. No, it's unbelievable. I guess when you start off as a kid, you kind of always dream of just making it, let alone kind of playing against the types of players you've mentioned there. Obviously I worked with Sven briefly, but again, like, the money came in, so I got moved on. But I think it was a good thing for me. I went and developed my game, and then he ended up buying me back when he went to Leicester, so forever grateful for that. Yeah, all good experiences, and I'm still at an age where I want to experience more things and achieve more things, and that's why I'm here.
What would you say was your best spell of your career, playing so much football in the Championship?
It's really difficult. I mean, from a personal point of view, I think my second season at Bolton, personally, I thought I was playing my most consistent football. But football's very fickle. People will judge it on, say, probably the Reading one where I was captain and went to the playoff final and scored, and people will see that as a pinnacle. But I watched games that season, and I didn't overly play well, but I had good players around me. For sure, I was very driven and hungry, and you could see that in my performances. But I would say probably my best spell, even though the team struggled, ultimately, we stayed up. There wasn't an issue there, but it was a difficult season for the club. Obviously, everybody knows the financial situation Bolton's in now. I could see that after my first season there. So again, being captain of a big club that had just come down, there was a lot of pressure to perform. a lot of expectations, but I would say that was probably my most consistent season.
Yeah, and then your most recent club took you to India with Pune City. What was that like for an experience? You've had your brother go out to Australia with Perth, and you've gone to India.
Yeah, I think it's something that we've kind of always spoke about growing up, how it'd be great to play abroad and experience different cultures and different things. I never expected to go. It was something that kind of came out of the blue, but kind of just trust my journey really, and I enjoyed the experience. Got to see a different side of football with trying to help younger players and be patient in certain situations because the standards, they weren't what you were used to. So it was difficult. It had challenges, but it was enjoyable, and it's something, like I say, you look back on in 20 years' time and be like, wow, that was pretty cool.
Does that, working with younger players then that you've mentioned there, kind of explain the next path for you coming to here in a player coach role as well, and being the next step in your journey maybe?
Yeah, for me, I think my third year at Forest, I started to feel like, even though you maybe don't want to admit it, or your body doesn't overly feel like it, you are coming to your latter years in football. So you need to sometimes, like I say, sacrifice things out of your own game to try and help others. I feel like I've always been that type of character anyway, but I think certainly now with, obviously, like you say, the player coach role, bringing the manager, bringing me in, having the faith that I am, the right person to give advice and to set standards and all those types of things. Hopefully it's something I'm going to thrive off. I believe that I've got a lot to offer in the area, so I'm really looking forward to the challenge.
Towards the end of last season, you came along and took part in some training sessions with the players. What did you take away from that? What did you learn from that experience? What did you find out about the club, the manager, that kind of thing?
A lot, yeah. I mean, probably too much to rattle on about in an interview, but it's ultimately, pushed me to the place I am now. I didn't come intentionally to train with Forest Green to sign for Forest Green.
Yeah.
I came in because I didn't want my off season to be too long between the end of the Indian Super League and the start of, say, the English League, or I've spoken to teams in Australia or going back to India. They don't start till August, later, September. So I thought it was too long a period to have off. So to come and train for Forest Green, to keep fitness levels up, to keep sharp, I asked my brother if I could come along. The manager said that was fine, and then I think the relationship, and it's just kind of struck up straight away, and I just felt comfortable. And I think at the age I'm at now, it's about enjoying my football and challenging myself and those types of things, and I feel that I've got that here.
You set yourself any aims for the new season then already, or is it seeing how pre-season goes and work your way into it?
Internally, I'll always set goals and set challenges for myself, but I've always kept them private. I'm not trying to be secretive or put anything out there, but no, I'm a big believer of definitely setting goals and challenges for the new season. So now that everything is nearly signed, sealed and delivered, we're in a position where I'll go away on holiday and sit down and really think about what this season's going to have in store.
Well, enjoy your holiday, and we'll see you back for pre-season.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.